Welcome back to Kings at the Table, where if you're a king, you belong at the table. And today, we're at the mid-season mark, Juan, and there's a lot of separation in tiers lately.
Oh, yeah. We had to introduce 3 new tiers.
Yeah.
We went from our 3, but I mean, at this point of the season, you can kind of see where everybody's really either going or, kind of staying.
They are where we thought they were going to be, basically.
Yeah.
Right?
There's some that are a little different that, I didn't see them being there.
Yeah.
I kind of thought maybe some teams, higher, obviously, or lower. But, this season has been hella interesting.
As far as the first tier, though, we got to put these 3 teams up there.
Oh, yeah, because they're standing out the hardest.
And who is that?
We got the Philadelphia Eagles, Baltimore Ravens, and the Kansas City Chiefs. Mm-hmm. And I feel that's a really good top 3. I know a lot of people are probably, the Niners should be up there, or some of the other teams,
the
Dallas,
Lions, maybe.
Yeah, but I mean, these guys week in and week out, they fucking look the best. I can't see that'd be a good 3-way for them to
find out.
Find out who's the best one.
Definitely. So right now, you got to say that the Eagles in the NFC for sure look the best. As far as they lost the game, we understand that, to the Jets.
Yep.
But at the same time, they could have won that. And then you look at the Ravens. They lost 2 games, and they could have easily won those 2 games.
Yes.
Maybe officiating or not. It was a close game, so that it could have went either way.
For sure.
Chiefs. They lost to the Broncos. That's my team and all.
That was an interesting win.
That was an interesting win, and they lost to the Lions the first week.
Yeah, which was also kind of not taken away from the Lions, but there were some X factors.
For sure.
For sure, yeah.
Now, do you see the Chiefs better than the Ravens?
No, man.
No.
It's fucking big trust right now, man.
Oh, shit.
I know. I know.
Oh, say that again, Juan.
It's fucking big trust right now.
And you're saying that the Ravens are the best team in the AFC?
Yes.
What makes you say that? As a Steeler fan.
Looking at it, my team did beat them. We had a good game.
Yes.
And everybody has their games. You know what I mean? But I feel we got lucky in that game. Again, remember, it was the dropping the passes situation. But,
sure.
Overall, dude, the fucking Ravens, they're hella solid, dude. I really was checking them out, really critiquing, trying to find out, outside of looking from a game for my team. But they have it all right now. They're fucking running.
You know what gets me is that's a team that shows up to the big matches. The Seahawks coming in, you're thinking it's going to be a hell of a game.
And they dominate them.
And they dominate them. 2 weeks prior, they dominate the shit out of the Lions. Dominated. This team is real. They're here to fight these bigger teams. They don't back down when it's a match. All right, we on the same weight class. Let's run it. Yeah. Let's go. We feel me? We ready.
So you also believe, or who do you believe would win out of that too? Or do you believe that they're also
I got the Ravens
of the AFC?
The Ravens out of the AFC.
Yep.
And it's not just because their defense. Shout out to Roquan Smith. And they just, he's running that team for sure as far as defensively. He is that leader.
For sure.
You sent me something as far as Ray Lewis mentoring him.
And who else is better to have him as a mentor? Especially, he's played there, and we all know Ray Lewis is about it.
For sure. And obviously how Lamar Jackson's running the offensive side is he's looking more comfortable in this new system.
Yeah. That's why that's also another reason. I didn't think that system was gonna work for him. I thought he was gonna have some issues or some problems, or it take him a little bit more longer to get this worked it all kinked out. Definitely. But he's just walked right into this whole thing.
One thing that stands out though is that the Chiefs defense and the Ravens defense are number 1 and 2 in points allowed. And it's that's pretty cool to see that the AFC is standing out with defense. Usually we're thinking offense. Well, the 2 head honchos are defense. And I think right now the Chiefs' defense is what's carrying their team from winning these games. We're always about Mahomes and, Mahomes is this and that. I'm not taking nothing away from Mahomes. But this season, it's that Chiefs' defense.
This is a way different defense that we've seen from the Chiefs.
Never seen it.
A couple of years. And the other thing that's a big stat is that they have the youngest defense That's what they said. They said they have the youngest defense. So this group is only going to get better with time, and they're also going to get better with age.
Well, they won the Super Bowl last year with this young squad. And like we're saying, like you just said, they're getting better with age. So it's dangerous to think that if the Chiefs could always be a top 5 defense with Mahomes, the league's in trouble.
That takes so much pressure off of him. Yeah. You know, he's got something to fall back or rely on. You know, that's huge. But, I mean, yeah, that would be a good-ass fucking AFC conference right there. For
sure. Now, the Eagles, what makes them separate from the whole NFC?
The fucking tush push. No, man, that offense I think is starting to click a little bit better now.
Mm-hmm.
They're definitely they're not afraid to throw the deep ball. They've been throwing deep balls pretty fucking consistently.
AJ Brown's demanding that.
Yeah, that and then what's his name? Smith. He's also getting them too.
Definitely. One weakness that I do see a lot from the Eagles is their secondary. Like, you seen Hal put up 400 yards, 4 touchdowns. Now you got Dak throwing up 350. He's looking like he's back. Which
was a surprise to me because I didn't think – I don't know. I didn't expect that good of a game. I thought, like, this was going to be that game that Philly fucking just, went all in. But, yeah, no, going back to it, like, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see the next time they play against the Cowboys.
You know what? Like you said, you were kind of surprised. But I heard Shannon Sharp earlier today, and he was like, what are you so surprised about? Because it's Dak Prescott? You didn't just see what Sam Howell did? Like, why is it that when Dak Prescott does it, he's like, it's the Eagles secondary. That's their weakness. Why do you think they traded for the Tennessee safety, Bird? They need help on the secondary end. Now, that's a big weakness, though. That's what I'm saying going forward.
That can hurt you so much.
Big time.
Especially if you play like a team that's air dominant. Like Dallas was trying to get that running game going. It was and it wasn't, but for sure, like when Dak was starting to throw that whole, it opened it up more, obviously.
For sure. Now let's talk about this second tier. We got a list here. You got who do you got, Juan?
We got obviously the San Francisco. We got the Niners on there. You got the Detroit Lions, Seattle Seahawks, Dallas, Miami, and Jacksonville. I think that's a solid ass fucking group. Those teams are all the same. I think
they're all
in a sense.
They're all like just a little bit behind the top tier.
Yeah, right. They're there. They're like right there.
Right, they're knocking on the door.
If one of those guys at the top win or lose, and then one of these guys win, almost maybe you can get swapped out.
And it doesn't necessarily have to be that they lose. Even if, let's just say, for example, let's just say the Lions win 3 in a row, they could just crack that tier and they're up there with them.
Oh, yeah. Right? Make their own spot into it, but rather than take someone out. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. But let's get into just these teams real quick as far as just like the Dolphins.
Man, it's crazy how we talked about it a second ago. They're like bullies.
Yes.
And for those of you who don't understand is they're beating the teams that we kind of like, oh, yeah, they should beat these guys. But when they get into that situation where they got to play somebody else who's like, bold enough or big-chested, they get knocked down.
For sure.
So, I mean, I don't know. I think they should be better.
I think they are exactly what their logo says. They are a dolphin. And there's nothing to be afraid of.
So they're not even a threat.
They will win the division. That was my hot take on the offseason. But when it comes to playoffs, I would not be scared of them. As good as that offense looks and explosiveness, when it comes to playoffs, it gets down and dirty, man. You better be ready to fight. And every single time they play a good team, these fools ain't ready to fight. They piss in their bed, bro. They get scared. It gets me mad because they got the potential to be a Super Bowl team, and I don't see it right now. I'm just like, God damn it.
So like, okay, what do you think they should have done maybe prior to the trade deadline? Maybe if you were the GM for the Dolphins, what move would you make to try to get you over that hump?
Fuck.
I mean, I know it's kind of hard. Like, oh yeah, it's just easy.
No, it's not hard. It's not hard at all.
Okay, so what do you go for?
It's fucking as easy as what the Niners did.
Go get a pass rusher?
Go get who they got.
So you think Chase would have been
Chase motherfucking Young would have been that piece that the Miami Dolphins get Chase Young with Chubb on the other side and Ramsey back? Fuck, Chase Young, he ain't scared of shit, bro. Like, he's ready to go. That's what they need. I think they should go for secondary. But they got Ramsey back.
I know.
And they got Howard.
I know. Well, Howard just got back too, but if they have one more piece out there, maybe a linebacker, a solid linebacker, somebody in that middle front that can play like if you're doing like what's that? Is that a cover two? When you play with the middle zones, yeah.
Sure.
Like if you had somebody like that, a solid guy in the middle.
But as far as trading, there wasn't really no linebackers on the block like that.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Right? You know, so and speaking of let's just get away from the Dolphins, just how the Niners made that move.
That's a big ass fucking move.
Losing what, 3 in a row? And now we're questioning, are the Niners real? You feel me? Like, yeah, we see these injuries. You make this move. Is that a panic move, or is that like, all right, we know who we are, and let's just make it better?
Well, that's kind of a hard one to think about because I don't see a problem with what they had on the defensive line. Because, you know, I mean, they lost those 3 in a row, but at the same time, too, like, I don't know if that was the move I would have made for the Niners.
And what makes you say that? Like, why not trade a 3rd-round pick for Chase Young?
Well, that's like a freebie for him.
Correct.
So, I mean, I can see the value in that, but, like, I think that you need to address some of the more bigger issues that you need to get fixed first.
Your needs.
Yeah,
not your wants.
Exactly. Just because it's there, I don't feel like you should have just took it.
Just because you have the money to buy it doesn't mean you necessarily have to buy it.
How much they have, and they're not even paying him. His contract, what the Niners are going to pay him, is like nothing, dude. It's like, I think, like 500-something K.
Correct.
Which is ridiculous.
So the trade for sure is on the Niners side.
The value of
like
it, yeah, it's with the Niners. Yeah, hell yeah, it is.
Right.
Yep. But as far as what they should have did, I think they should have gone for a different type of player.
Secondary.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, secondary for sure. I mean, you know what would have been a big one? Imagine if they made a trade for like Kirk Cousins prior to his injury, though.
Yeah, but I mean, do you feel like Purdy was a problem when they were losing?
I'm not saying he's the problem, but I am saying if an upgrade is available, I'd take the upgrade in that situation. Because I always go back to saying, like, I always think that you could put any quarterback in that backfield and they would be better.
Correct.
They would make them better. So if Kirk Cousins was available, can you imagine that?
No, Kirk Cousins is a hell of a player.
That's what I'm saying.
No, for sure, yeah.
So I think that's what the Niners should have looked into a little bit more rather than trading for.
Now, he got hurt, and that's hypothetical, but let's just get down to the fact that the Niners did lose 3 games, though. So that's why we got them in Tier 2. They're supposed to be in Tier 1. There's no question. They're supposed to be there with the team they have and the players. And,
for sure.
You know, but there was the game against the Vikings on prime time and didn't get 1 sack. So
that was crazy.
Right?
That shit was crazy.
So they're all after the defensive line coach, the defensive coordinator.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
could that be the bigger issue then?
That has to be it right now.
I think because you look at what these guys are doing on that left the Niners recently. Robert Saleh and what's his name? Houston.
DeMarco Ryan.
Yes. You see what they're doing.
For
those
sure.
Those teams have turned it around pretty solid
as far as
defensively. Yes. Yeah. For that fact. So, I mean, right now that Niners defense doesn't look as scary as it did prior.
Let's give the Jaguars some props, though.
Oh, dude.
How about the Jaguars, man?
The Jaguars are...
They're on a 5-game winning streak.
They're almost... They could almost crack it.
Yeah. They could crack top tier.
They could get up there. They play the Niners this week. In Jacksonville. They got that home field right there.
Juan, who you got to win that game?
If I'm money lining the Jags.
You're money lining the Jaguars?
Yep.
I got the Niners.
I'm telling you.
Why do you have the Jaguars winning that game?
They're ready. Like I said, they're getting to that point where they can crack that top tier.
Okay.
Like you said, they won 5 in a row. Trevor Lawrence, it's looking nice. He's running the ball. The running back, he's looking solid. I can't pronounce his name.
Travis.
We'll just call him Travis.
Okay. Yeah.
and I mean, they're just the defense solid. Josh Allen, the real Josh Allen. He's dope as shit.
Okay, so what makes you think they're going to beat the Niners?
They got a home field.
Okay.
I'll give them that one. And then the other one, it's going to be raining. We've all seen the Niners can't play in the rain.
Okay. Okay, yeah, that's cool.
I feel like this Jaguars defense is going to get after and get to Brock.
Okay, now we talking.
I feel like that defensive line is going to get to Brock Purdy.
Okay.
And I feel that...
You got Trent Williams back. You got Debo back.
That's cool.
Okay.
I'm still running that way.
Mm-hmm.
And not only that, but I think that the Jaguars' offense is going to look almost better than the Vikings did against these Niners. Okay. I feel like they're going to flow way fucking smoother.
And I can see that.
It's gonna end up being what we've been circling about with the Niners. They're gonna start looking higher up and like, bro, it's the DC. I think that's what this game is gonna show. And I'm not saying that the Niners are gonna get blown out, but I'm gonna say they're gonna lose.
Yeah, and that's a fine take, and that's easily you're not hating at all. If people take that as that way, there's no way, because the Jaguars just won 5 straight, and they're a great team,
and they're hot.
But I'm gonna go with the Niners, because you know what? You can't lose 4 in a row. You just traded for Chase Young. You had a whole week to practice with them. You know that coordinator is getting some heat right now, for sure. Then you get Trent Williams back and Debo back. This is where they start their run to make it to the Super Bowl. It has to be. If you don't hear, that's when egos come in effect, and it's just a whole locker room issue. You're not going to be smoking cigars after a win. You know, you're going to have a whole lot of shit there that's going to be shit. You know, we got to get this fixed.
Okay, so I'm trying to figure out how I was going to word it. Okay, when do you really smack that panic button? If you lose this week, do you really smack that panic button?
I think so.
So, I mean, again, let's just say that's too big of a prediction. But if they lose, I mean, can you possibly see them firing this coordinator?
No, not during the season, but definitely in the offseason. I mean, you would have to start raising questions about the head coach that I've been saying for a long time. But
you can't say his name.
Yeah. But anyways, let's not go there. The fact is, the Niners have to turn it around this week.
Yeah.
They have to.
Because it's not going to get easier later.
No.
No, fuck no.
Let's get into this next tier, though. I mean, no disrespect to the Seahawks, Cowboys,
and the Lions.
The Lions. We're just going to get into this next tier. You got the Steelers, Bills, Browns, Bengals, Vikings, and Saints. Now, this tier could easily be 2 or it could easily be 4. Your team is in that tier. How do you feel about this tier overall?
This tier is kind of like, it's like a purgatory kind of, you know what I mean? Like, it's like they're a win or maybe a game, they're a game of showing who they are away from making either this next tier or this bottom tier. They're like right smacked in the middle. Like they almost like they don't kind of like have like a real solid identity.
Can you just say it's average?
Yeah.
It's an average team.
That's the C. They're hella C.
They're hella 500.
Hella 500. Even though the records are better, some records are better.
Some are worse.
Some are worse. Some are kind of question marks. But you kind of feel like all these teams are that same kind of like trying to figure it out.
Mediocre.
Yeah. Average. Hella average, dude. That's a perfect way to put it.
Okay, well, your Steelers are on the same tier as the Bills. And I'm sure some people are like, how do you have the Bills on the 3rd tier? Why do we have them on the 3rd tier?
They're not real.
Yeah.
They were not real. They haven't shown that they're a real legit team. And you always come back to this one because every time we talk, you always say the same thing. It's like these guys, they're not going to get better until what?
What part? The Bills?
Yeah.
What do I say? I already forgot, man.
Until they get rid of Josh Allen.
I never said that they get rid of Josh Allen. I never said that.
Not get rid of Josh Allen.
No. The Bills.
You always say that he. Oh, I forgot how you say it.
I always say that Josh Allen isn't who we think he is.
That's what I'm kind of fucking meant to say.
I've always compared him to a mobile Phillip Rivers, and people get thrown off when I say it. It's not a diss, bro. Phillip Rivers is a hell of a quarterback. That's like nowadays when we compare Herbert to Kirk Cousins. It's not a diss. It's who they are.
Yeah,
and it's like. Kirk Cousins is a hell of a quarterback. You just seen what he did to the Niners. Like, Come on now. Put respect to Kirk Cousins. Put respect to Phillip Rivers. Josh Allen is a mobile Phillip Rivers. Now, the reason I say he's mobile because Rivers wasn't getting those extra 8-10 yards on the run.
For sure.
Josh Allen could do that. Now, what Josh Allen does a ton of the times is force plays. He thinks he's Superman at all times. He thinks he has to make that great play. He doesn't know how to dump off. It'll be like a 7-yard pass, wide open. He's like, fuck that, dude. I see Diggs going deep, one-on-one coverage, throw it.
He does throw hella deep picks. All his picks are hella deep.
Which he wants to be that guy.
A gunslinger.
It's fine that you want to be that guy, but when it comes to NFL, like football, you don't need to be that guy. Does that make sense?
Kinda.
You don't always have to be that guy for you to get a win. You don't have to be the hero. You don't need to be a hero, bro.
Yeah.
If you're a hero, you are a hero, regardless. You don't need to prove that you're a hero. He's trying to prove. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes is that guy.
He can do that. We've seen he's done it numerous times.
For sure. And we've seen Josh Allen do it, but
consistently.
Yes. That's my thing, is he's not that consistent. And I'm not here to hate on him. He would win a Super Bowl on a great team, right?
Correct.
Put him on the Niners, he'll win, right? I think they need a coach that could mold him to be more of a slow your roll. You don't need to be that guy.
Do you think it's time for McDermott to go then?
Yeah, I do think so.
So if you were the Bills making that kind of move, let's say in the offseason, what kind of a coach would you be looking into? Like describe the kind of coach that you think that he should kind of have, like an example.
I've always said it, and it throws people off. Kyle Shanahan. He needs to go to Buffalo. He needs to restart. He needs to do what Andy Reid did with the damn Eagles.
That'd be fucking mind-blowing.
It only fucking makes sense. The Niners could win a fucking Super Bowl just like the Eagles won one, and then the Chiefs won one with Andy Reid, and the Bills could win one with fucking Kyle Shanahan. They're the same fucking coach. Just make the damn move. Give the Niners a new head coach. Give Josh Allen Kyle Shanahan.
That offense would fucking be hella dope.
They'll be badass.
That'd be hella sick.
Right?
But then they fucking start choking still.
Nah, I think they'll be pretty decent.
That'd be sick.
Right?
That'd be sick.
Now, let's get into the Browns, though, as far as their defense.
Dude, still, lock. They're solid.
Yeah.
That's a fucking good group right there, dude. And we still got to play them one more time.
It's their D-line.
For sure. Myles Garrett. Myles motherfucking Garrett.
Yeah.
That guy's a fucking stud, dude. He's
Best
so fucking sick with
player.
it. Ooh, that's kind of... Ooh.
I know you got Watt.
Ooh, that's a good one. But, no. Nah.
Okay.
I think Watt, bro.
Huh?
Watt is still over. But he's arguably like you always say, 1A, 1B.
They're the same.
They're fucking like right there. They're both fucking sick.
You got Watt over Garrett?
Fall over? You know, not fell over, but fell off a little bit. Aaron Donald.
A bit.
We're not hearing the dominance that he usually has.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, he hasn't really been making that much noise.
For sure.
You know,
now
the Cleveland defense though, you mentioned them to me in the offseason. You're like, bro, Cleveland's gonna have a solid ass defense.
Yes, that D line is what it stands out. It's like, especially with their coordinator, their D line coach.
You're talking about
Schwartz. You know, that's a head coach in the NFL, just coaching a D line. Like, he can just focus on the D line. Are you shitting me? Like, he knows exactly what it takes.
The stunts.
You know, that's like saying, how do I explain it? Like, you could say any head coach right now, Kyle Shanahan, just being the quarterback coach. Like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? How can you do that? Like, that coaching staff is probably up there with the best coaching staffs in the league. How do you have a head coach just coaching your D line? You know, and the D line players they have, it's like, dude,
they're all fucking great. They're all hella good. The way they move, the way they hit these gaps, especially like on the run game, fucking amazing, dude. I'm like, fuck, they climb that shit up hella fucking fast too.
Hell yeah! Imagine having him with the Niners D line, Schwartz. Fuck. All right.
Hey, that fucking defensive coordinator would be a fucking genius.
He would.
He wouldn't even have to worry about his job right now.
For sure. You know who is a genius though? It's Joe Burrow.
He's making a fucking solid comeback right now.
What do you think about the Bengals?
Dude, we haven't played him yet. I'm scared for this one. We got him coming up soon too. Dude, that's not cool, man. There's that fucking offense is there now. It's moving, fucking grooving, and fucking Joe Burrow is fucking so cool. Especially that breakdown. That fucking breakdown on the Niners. Oh my god.
It's badass.
Bro, he saw it all.
Yeah.
Everything was fucking perfect, bro. That whole little moment was so fucking perfect.
I've always been hella huge on Burrow. I still am.
You always have.
And it's like, he's up there with Mahomes, man.
It's just that the record, the wins and losses ain't showing it.
Well, he made the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
You know, and that was his second year.
True.
You don't have Andy Reid. Now, I'm not making excuses. You know, you got Jamar Chase. You got weapons. The defense is looking great right now. They're starting to roll, too. The Bengals defense.
Yeah.
Now, the thing is, Burrow has to start winning these championship games and getting those rings to be recognized with those top guys.
He can get there. I mean, I could see the potential in it.
Yeah.
He's got that. He's got that fucking
Super Bowl winning mentality.
That and like he just that his poise.
Yeah.
He's just like, yep, let's do this. Like, he's fucking game ready all the time. And I respect the shit out of that from him. He's super sick with it.
For sure. Now we're going to get into this next tier. We're not going to disrespect the Vikings, Saints, give them props for this tier. But this next one is kind of like you're either falling off or you're starting to trend
Kind of
up.
move up a little bit.
Yeah, it's like, I don't even know what to call this tier.
Shit.
Below average.
The below, slightly below average.
Slightly below average.
Because, yeah, they're you really don't know whether if they're going to start moving up or they're going to start dropping down.
This is probably where we had to make a tier because we had to separate that second tier.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Does that make sense? We got the Jets, the Broncos, the Texans, the Colts, the Chargers, Raiders, Commanders, Packers, and Falcons. Now, this is the tier that we probably have the most teams in because it's more of we don't know if they need to go up or down.
Some of these guys were like, we were thinking, oh, yeah, man, they're getting better. They're looking good. And then all of a sudden, like, oh, fuck, dude, what the fuck happened to these guys?
Yeah.
But I think out of this whole group,
What stands out?
The biggest guys that stand out, and it's fucking crazy, is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, bro.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we had some people say that, oh, they should have been in that top tier.
We actually put them in a tier lower.
Oh, shit. Oh, damn, I'm on the wrong tier. My bad.
Yeah.
Oh, well, okay. The one that we didn't think is, for me, that stood out a little bit was probably shit.
Texans?
No, I think the Texans are the kind of that team that's trending up.
Well, I'm saying it still stands out, though.
Yeah, they stand out for sure. CJ fucking Stroud.
Yeah.
Rich, can this guy should we just give him the Rookie of the Year now?
Oh, for sure. He has it. There's no fucking way he's losing that.
Dude, that performance.
Rookie of the Year, that performance, though. Fuck. Round of applause, dude. God damn it. You know what gets me? I started him in one league, and the other one I benched him.
Fuck.
And I lost by 2 points.
You know what?
And he gave me 50 fucking
you
40
fucking
points.
deserve that loss.
I do
Who'd you
deserve
started over him?
Oh, I had Tua, though. Tua is the best fantasy quarterback right now. So.
Yep.
But
that part.
He went against the Chiefs defense. So it was my fault. I should have started Stroud.
Hella owning it. You're like, a fuck this.
Yeah, because I got to respect what Stroud's doing, man. He's doing something that we haven't seen, really.
Bro, he's so nice with it. Everything he does. He can fucking read it.
What do you see mostly of Stroud, though? And how can you see the Texans going forward?
Dude, what he's working with right now, shit, he looks good like that as it is. But can you imagine if they got like a big name receiver?
Yeah.
Or let's say one of the top tight ends. What if you got a solid ass tight end?
I think they're missing a running back. Pierce isn't doing shit. He's one of the worst fantasy running backs, drafts, fucking bust.
That could hella help.
So that will give them a running back.
He had a hella good year last year, but imagine if he was putting last year numbers.
Because, you got a guy like Dale, Collins, they're doing work as receivers. And they're just making their names for themselves this year.
Yeah, that whole team is all a fucking brand new team. They're all a whole completely brand new team.
You know what stands out to me a lot about Stroud is his arm strength. I remember a couple of days ago, we were talking about who could throw the ball the farthest.
Okay.
And we're like, can you see him throw a fucking, a 65-yard pass or 60?
Yeah.
And we were naming quarterbacks, and we're like, I don't know about that guy. Like a dime from 60 yards.
Yeah.
I think Stroud could do that.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I think Stroud could throw a dime from 60 yards.
He's
in stride.
Damn.
Stroud is badass.
He's fucking sick with it, dude.
I'm a huge fan of that guy right now.
I am now, too. And you know what's a funny thing? That dude has more touchdowns. It's a funny stat. He has more fucking touchdown passes than my quarterback.
Yeah, I seen that. Pickett.
Career-wise.
And he has 2 years in him.
He's got 2 years on him.
Yeah.
What the fuck does that show? This dude he's got it.
He does.
He's like, I seen this thing that, remember how everybody was mad that Houston won that game last year and fucked off the number 1 pick?
Okay. With the Bears?
Didn't seem like a bad idea now, because you know who they probably would have took.
Yeah, for sure.
That's what I'm saying.
That bottom tier on their own tier guy?
Yeah.
But you can't put too much on Bryce Young either with the team they got.
Yes, but that's what we would be watching right now.
I would wonder how Bryce Young would look with the Texans, honestly. I'm not taking away from Stroud, but I do wonder. I think Bryce Young needs more weapons.
Well, yes, 100%. 100%.
You know what I'm saying? Let's not go too far because that is very far from our tiers.
Oh, yeah. We'll get to those guys in about 45 to an hour.
Right. Can we talk about my Broncos?
I think you guys are on the trend up.
I think we're doing pretty good.
You know, everybody thought it was a sunken ship.
They were saying it's not a good marriage. Russell Wilson isn't who they thought they were. Sean Payton is fucking that team up.
Doesn't look like it now.
Are you okay to say that, or
No,
is it
for
still
sure,
early?
Rich. Hell yeah, you are.
Why?
You're sitting there, you're going to tell me that these guys haven't turned it around? I mean, you watch them week in, week out.
I just want to hear from another perspective.
But, dude, like everything is kind of starting to come around now. The offense is starting to look pretty solid. You guys are moving the ball again, scoring-wise. And the defense.
Yeah,
fucking.
You said it.
Hell fucking yeah.
Our defense is back.
Yeah.
Our defense.
It's starting to look like now you painted this picture to me before.
Yes.
And I was like, okay, I can see what you're saying. But now, like how this year started, I was like, this motherfucker, Richard, dude, he's tripping.
Right.
He's fucking tripping.
I think I was painting it, but I wasn't finished. And like you were looking at the painting and you were like, dude,
no,
this fucking image doesn't look like what he's drawing.
No,
what he's supposed
like,
to be making.
He's like, hey, bro, do you see it? Yeah. Yep. I see it right there. Okay. Now, do you see how it comes into focus? Yeah, bro, for sure. And I was like, fuck no, I don't see shit. And then now that you're like,
going.
yeah, now you're like, okay, now look at it like this. Oh fuck, I see it.
Hell
you know what I mean?
that's
That's exactly how you put it.
Okay.
And that's what I'm seeing now. I'm starting to see this defense come to life, all the way around. And I think y'all gonna get the Bills this weekend.
Oh man, I've been saying that.
You mentioned that.
I did, and that was before the Chiefs game.
Yes.
I said, look, Juan, I'm not going to bet on the Broncos. I'm not going to overreact. But let me tell you this. If we beat the Chiefs, I'm not going to be shocked. And you know what? The whole NFL was shocked. Every fan base is like, how the hell did the Chiefs lose to the Broncos? That's a horrible loss for the Chiefs. Why? Why is it horrible? Because we haven't won in 16 straight games? Ah, cool. That's the past. Right now, we're trending up. Don't sleep on us is what I kept trying to tell people. It's like we're catching these teams off guard now. Oh, yeah, this team sucks. They ain't ready. They don't got the right play
trap
calls.
Games.
Okay. Oh, and it's trap games now until we start winning. And when we start winning, they're going to be like, oh, shit, watch out for the Broncos. Watch out for the Broncos. This week, Bills versus Broncos Monday night. Watch out for the Broncos.
Y'all going to pull that one off.
We going to pull it off.
That's just going to be dope.
Yeah, and then we just beat the Chiefs and Bills. Are you telling me we ain't real? How not? Then we got the Vikings without a quarterback. We went 3 in a row. Let's keep it rolling. What you mean? We 500.
And then what? You're trending up. And all of a sudden, oh, yeah, watch out for the Broncos.
You see?
Hey, you've been saying this shit for a minute now.
For a minute now. Now, if we lose, then it's like, oh, fuck.
And then I'm like, no, I don't see the picture anymore.
Now, real quick, let's get into this team that was celebrating like they won the Super Bowl, and it's the goddamn Raiders. They are in this same tier. They got rid of their coach. But man, Juan, I'm not going to lie to you, bro. This shit got under my skin. Just the way they celebrated.
Why did it get under your skin so bad?
Because it was like they won the damn Super Bowl. And I felt bad for them, bro. No, and it's not. I'm not even trying to roll.
Oh, shit.
I'm just like,
oh, fuck.
All right. Like, dude, I get it. Like, it's you got rid of your coach. It's a new, Raider Nation, we back. Pierce, the head coach, talking about NWA. He came from Compton, Raider Nation, Raiders, or whatever he says. Hey, all for it, bro. I'm not a hater, bro. I'm really not. I'm a Bronco fan. I'm not a hater. But act like you've been there, bro. You beat the Giants without a backup quarterback, no Waller. What the fuck do you expect, dude? Did you think you were going to lose that game?
I could see if they celebrated like that, if they beat like the Eagles, the way they beat the Giants.
Bro, we beat the fucking Chiefs and we didn't do anything close to that.
Act like you've been there then.
Act like you've been there, man. Like, how the hell did Pierce allow that? I would have walked in that locker room and be like, hey, put all them cigarettes down, bro, or cigars down. We ain't going to celebrate like that. That's not how we get down. We're the Raiders, right? That's what they say.
Yep.
Yeah, you guys, what the fuck is this, dude? Serious.
They won the Super Bowl.
I'm fucking dead ass, bro, because if you win the Super Bowl, what is your celebration going to be? That was a Super Bowl celebration.
Hell yeah.
That was an NCAA, Joe Burrow, light it up, smoking a big pack, right?
Yep.
What the fuck, dude? Juan, explain it to me, because I don't get it.
I guess they're trying to just celebrate the fact that they won a game, A. that they won a game, they made something happen that they've been wanting to happen for a long time, and they get rid of McDaniels, and it finally fucking happened.
Okay.
So I guess this was like, hey, coach, this one's for you kind of shit. But, I mean, it was way too fucking extreme. I get the fact that you wanted to celebrate a fucking solid win. Congratulations. You beat a backup. Act like you've been there before.
Okay, so Juan, if your Steelers were to do that, can you please express to me how you would feel?
It depends. Did we beat the Ravens? Because we don't kick it like that, but we kick it pretty hard when we beat the Ravens. But not to the extent that the Raiders did. If that was the case, you know what? The reason why I can't even think of it is because Tomlin wouldn't allow it.
That's my point.
Exactly.
Sean Payton wouldn't allowed it.
Belichick for sure fucking wouldn't do it.
Now, and we're not trying to come off as we're hating. We just need more understanding.
Why was it so excessive?
I would love to have, Max Crosby here. Like, hey, what's up, Max, bro? Like, hey, I mean, I just need to know why you guys celebrated like that. Like, this is no disrespect. I just need answers. I'm all for your guys' trending up of what you guys feel like you guys are headed. You got rid of Josh McDaniels. But do you really feel like that was necessary? Like, and if he tells me the reason, all for it. But I just don't get it. That's all. You?
That was I don't know. That was too much. They were having way too much of a good time for a regular season win.
Definitely.
A regular season win.
Now, for sure. Let's get into the next tier. We got the Rams, Patriots, Cardinals, Bears, Giants, Titans, and Bucks.
Fucking Bucks.
Yeah, that's the one that you were trying to get into already.
Yeah, I know. I jumped the gun on it.
What about them?
Hella false start.
They lost what? 4 in a row?
4 in a fucking row. When we had them sitting like right outside of the tier 1, the original tier 1 lineup, and even though they at that time they were winning the division or whatever and everything like that, I mean, still there was something about them that didn't make you or me fucking feel like they should be up there yet.
Yeah, this list is fluid. We're going to go with what's going on in the season.
Oh, yeah. From what we see from our perspective. But,
right now.
I mean, dude, what a fall off.
Big fall off.
I mean, we both thought that Baker had a home, like you said.
Yeah.
And that's the Mayflower. It's sinking.
Definitely.
Nah.
It's pretty bad over there right now. He got a home, though.
Yeah. The one that gets me is that the Rams.
Yeah.
We were so, I don't know. They were the biggest I don't knows for me at least.
I think we can clearly say is when Cooper Kupp came back, it was whose team is it really? Is it Puka or Cooper? And now it's like the quarterback doesn't know who to feed.
Right? And you think like it might be like? Well, I think
it could be egos. It could be they're saying they're fine and all, but at the same time, I mean, you could even see their stats. They're both fell off, obviously, because you got to split it up.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm the Rams, I might want to start looking for trade for Cooper Kupp.
Probably in the offseason?
I'm sure you could get a first-round pick.
Do you feel like they should do a sale in the offseason?
Yeah, I think they should have did a sale at the trade deadline. But, yes, in the offseason, I think they should.
They do need draft picks.
Definitely they do.
So, I mean, you could probably get some good value for some of these players. But, I mean, damn, that's going to be crazy to see that team get split apart. The biggest question mark was Carson Wentz getting signed. I don't really see what
to the Rams.
Yeah, I don't see the move. I don't see why that was a good move for them to do.
It's just to have a backup quarterback. Stafford is hurt right now. He's questionable for this game. Why not? Dobbs is gone. Shout out to Dobbs because we didn't even talk about him tier 3.
My dude moved up.
He did his thing.
He's looking nice.
Yeah,
but
this tier though, as far as like the Patriots talking about, they might fire Belichick.
How?
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, I'm not just saying like I understand he's having a real shitty season.
Yes,
but how? Why?
He fires himself. He's a GM. So I don't like how you're head coaching and you're done.
He's talking to himself in the mirror.
Like, what the fuck? Like, I don't get it.
He's like, first one to blink is fired.
Right.
They're just sitting there for fucking 2 days.
Damn.
But I mean, dude, like, how do you fix that team?
Yeah, they need a lot. Oh, they get Josh McDaniels back soon.
Oh yeah.
What's
this is what, week 9? Let's go ahead and say what, week 12?
No rush. They'll get him.
Oh, eventually.
They'll get him.
All of a sudden.
And then they get their fucking draft quarterback, whoever it is, because there's tons of quarterbacks coming out.
Well, yeah, this is quarterback year.
Yeah,
it might be Mac Jones' time to say deuces.
For sure. And then the last tier, obviously, is the goddamn Panthers. Like, they're just on their own. I'm sorry if you're a Carolina Panther fan. Shout out to my boy Kodak.
Man,
Kodak.
there's. I mean, what can you really say about the Panthers, dude? Like, that's got to be tough. I mean, we've always made jokes in the past about the Lions. You know what I mean? We've always like, oh yeah, the Lions this or even the Browns.
Yeah.
But like, this is a whole different. Like, I feel like this is a whole nother type of low.
No. You got to remember that the Lions never won a game in one season, right? I mean,
they also only won one. I mean, the Browns didn't win a game either.
That's the same level is what I'm saying. Like, I think we kind of forgot too much of that past.
I mean, I see what you're saying.
Like, they're on that level, which is bad.
Yeah. I mean, do you think Bryce, that he was the right move?
I feel bad for him. Come on now. I don't think even Stroud with the Panthers would be doing that.
I don't think anybody with the Panthers can do anything
That's
right
what
now.
I'm saying. Like, I mean, you got to feel for the kid. Right?
Yeah, it fucking sucks.
It's like, and he's getting the most pressured. He don't have time to throw the ball. It's like, why? You know, he's probably questioning his career right now. Like,
so
seriously.
I'm gonna go back to school. Fuck this.
Yeah, all jokes aside, he's probably like, fuck. Like, why did I have to be the number one pick?
It sounded good at the time.
Yeah.
Damn, man. Like, they can't do anything.
Like, I do actually wonder, like, if Stroud went 1 and he went 2, if Bryce Young would look like Stroud's looking.
You know,
right?
That is a possibility. But you know what though? Maybe it's because I'm on the CJ Stroud,
Hype.
bandwagon right now. I want to say he might be a little bit better.
Bryce?
I know. I'm saying CJ Stroud would be a little bit better than Bryce Young in Carolina.
Yeah, I can see that.
Just a little bit better.
little better, yeah. Just
I'm not saying that, oh yeah, they'd be fucking...
maybe one win more.
Maybe 2. I'll give him 2.
The fuck?
Yeah.
3 wins?
Yeah.
Hell nah.
I can see that.
No. You think that bad of Bryce Young?
Right now, yeah. It's not even that he's bad.
So then,
I'm not saying that he's bad.
That's what you're saying.
I'm just saying that he's...
2 wins, bro? That's a lot. I'm serious. 2 wins is a lot, dude. Think about it.
Okay. I can't remember which I'm pretty sure they probably get... No, I don't think they got blown out every game.
The Chiefs are 7-2 and the Steelers are 5-3. 2 games is a lot.
Okay. All right, yeah, 1.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, just 1 then.
Yeah.
But I mean, again, too, he doesn't have weapons.
True.
The defense isn't helping really too much. I mean, they lost. He's out for the season, huh? Shaq Thompson.
Yeah, but they got Bryans, the linebacker, Burns.
Oh, Burns.
He hasn't been playing. So the Panthers just. And then even if they're lose, they only get a first round pick because they traded it. They're in a horrible position.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that covers the tiers 1.
Yeah, man.
And the midseason.
I think these are solid tiers.
For sure.
I think we did a pretty good job on this one.
You guys let us know which teams you agree on, disagree.
Who you think should be higher or lower.
Y'all, all right, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure y'all comment, like, and share. Gone.
See ya.